Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be taking a look at all of the unreleased vehicles that are set to come out over the next couple of weeks and months that arrived in the Diamond Casino and Resort update. So there's a lot we're going to be talking about today, including their release order, taking a look at some photos of them in-game, as well as their prices, and a bit more. So let's start with the release order first. This information comes from Foxy Snaps. So the vehicles will be releasing on two websites, Legendary Motorsports and Southern San Andreas Super Autos. So on the Legendary Motorsports site, we've got the Vicer Neo coming first, followed by the Progen Emerist. After that, it is the Ocelot Locust. Following that, it's the Benefactor Krieger, then the Ocelot Jugular. After that, it's the Pegassi Zorusso. Then you have the Western Rampant Rocket. And last but not least, you've got the Lampadati Novak. So again, quickly recapping, the Neo is coming first, followed by the Emerist, Locust, Krieger, Jugular, Zorusso, R-Rocket, and Novak, with the Novak being the last one coming out. Now let's move over to the Southern San Andreas Super Auto site. The first vehicle that's going to be released is the Bravado Gauntlet Classic, which is known in the files as Gauntlet 3. Then following that, it is the Nebula, the Volcar Nebula Turbo. After that, it is the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire. So 2 out of the first 3 vehicles are both gauntlets. After that, it is the Ubermacht Zion Classic, followed by the Anis Hellion. We've then got the Weenie Dynasty, and then last but not least, the final car that's going to be released on Southern San Andreas Super Autos is the Vapid Peyote Gasser. So that's your release order right there. So hopefully this will give you a better idea on when we can expect these vehicles to be coming out. Now keep in mind that Rockstar is not likely to release all the vehicles from one website and then release all the others from another website. They're likely going to go back and forth. So it could take some time to get the vehicle that you really want to see added, especially if they're later on down the list. Now let's talk about the prices of these vehicles. They are actually going to be kind of expensive, at least some of them are. So this information comes from Rockstar Insider Tez Funds 2. The first 6 vehicles you can see there are the Thrax, the S80RR, the Paragon R, the 8F Drafter, the Issy Sport, and the Caracara 4x4 are all in the game right now. So let's start under that. The first is going to be the Krieger, and the Benefactor Krieger is a supercar, and it is going to cost $2,875,000. That is incredibly expensive. In fact, out of all the drip feed vehicles, it is the most expensive. In fact, out of all the vehicles in this update, it is the most expensive. After that, you've got the Ocelot Locust, which is $1,625,000. You've got the Nebula Turbo, which is $797,000. The Zion Classic, $812,000. The Gauntlet Classic, $615,000. The Zorusso is $1,925,000, so almost $2 million right there. The Gauntlet Hellfire is $745,000. The Anis Hellion is $835,000. The Western Rampant Rocket, $925,000. The Peyote Gasser, $805,000. The Ocelot Jugular, $1,225,000. The Emerist, the Progen Emerist being the second most expensive supercar today at $2,750,000. Man, that is pricey. The Vicer Neo is also pretty pricey, $1,875,000. With the Weenie Dynasty being the cheapest of the new vehicles added, $450,000, and the Lampadati Novak at $608,000. So that brings our total cost of all the new vehicles that were added today and the drip feed at just over $27 million. $27,162,000. So now you know how much money you need if you want to buy the vehicles that came out today, but also the amount of money you're going to need to end up buying the vehicles that come out over the next couple of weeks and over the next couple of months. What I want to do next is show you guys some photos of the vehicles and what they're going to look like in game so that you can get a better idea of that. Let's start with the Legendary Motorsports site first, and we will begin with the Emerist. So as you know, the Emerist is based off of the McLaren Senna, And that's exactly what it is in this game. It's got that huge wing on the back, as you guys can see there. It's going to be a menacing supercar. I'm really looking forward to that. The next vehicle is the Jugular, which you can see in this blue color right here. The Jugular is going to be awesome, in my opinion. It looks like it's a four-door sports car, and it's an Ocelot vehicle, so you know it's going to sound really great. That looks awesome. Up next, we've got the Benefactor Krieger, which I'm pretty sure is based off of the Mercedes-Benz Project 1 supercar. This looks insane, like out of this world. I am so excited to get my hands on this one. That's going to be a blast. Following that, you've got the Locust. You can see the Locust in all white there. Surprisingly enough, the Locust and the Neo, which we'll take a look at next, we saw those cars in the trailer, but they weren't added today. They're a part of the drip feed. So that's interesting. Speaking of the Neo, you can see it in black right here. Again, it is a brand new car manufacturer, Weissr. We haven't seen a new car manufacturer in a long time, so that's pretty cool. You've got the Lampadati Novak right there, which I think is based off of a Maserati Levante. Again, I'm just kind of guessing based off of the photos that I'm looking at right here. Following that, we've got the Western Rampant Rocket. I can't actually tell if this is like a rocket-powered trike or not, or if it just looks like one. From what I can see so far, it doesn't look like it has a rocket thruster on the back, but maybe we'll be surprised when this vehicle is added into the game, and we'll be able to see if it is rocket-powered or not. After that, we move on to our final vehicle on the Legendary Motorsports site, and that is the Zorusso, the Pegassi Zorusso, which is basically a topless or a roadster variant of a Lamborghini vehicle. I'm not sure what it is, but that's going to be pretty cool. I really enjoy unique looking vehicles. It's kind of hard to tell how unique the vehicle is from this shot right here, but either way, it's a car that I'm definitely looking forward to. Now, let's move over to Southern San Andreas Super Autos, where we can check out some more vehicles and what they look like in game. Let's start with the Weenie Dynasty. So this is going to be a really fun car. You can see in the blue right here. I'm not really too sure what this vehicle is supposed to be based off of. Definitely like an old-timey car, that's for sure. So that is the Weenie Dynasty. After that, we've got the Bravado Gauntlet Classic, which I am absolutely looking forward to this car. I love this classic Gauntlet right here. It looks amazing in my opinion. My favorite part with vehicles like this is definitely checking out all the cool liveries and unique customization options, and it certainly seems as if this one has its fair share of unique customization options, so that's pretty cool. Following that, it's the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire, which is sort of a modern new take on the Gauntlet. I'm looking forward to that and seeing, number one, how that vehicle performs against some of the other cars, but also the customization options and stuff like that as well. Following that, we've got the Hellion, as you guys can see there, which is really cool. This reminds me of like a Jeep I would use if I was in Jurassic Park, and that looks pretty awesome. You can see the yellow right there. I bet there's some amazing customization on that vehicle. That's the Hellion. The Nebula right here, I don't really know what to think about the Nebula. I don't know. To me, this seems like kind of an interesting vehicle. I can't really make heads or tails of if I'm going to enjoy it or not. It kind of reminds me of Roman Bellick's taxi cab from GTA 4. That's just sort of the vibe I'm getting here. After that, we've got the new version of the Peyote, which is going to be incredibly fun. This is going to be called the Peyote Gasser. Now, even though it looks like it's a lowrider and has some Benny's customization options, it's not available on Benny's. Remember, it's a Southern San Andreas Super Sport Series vehicle. And the final one is the Zion, which is going to be the Zion Classic. And I'm excited about this. It's another Ubermacht vehicle, which it's been a bit since we've had one of those. And I know a lot of people love the classic Ubermacht vehicle, so that's going to be really exciting to get our hands on right there. Now, if you guys are interested in the classes of these new vehicles, the Weenie Dynasty is in the Sports Classic category. The Progen Emrys is a supercar. The Bravado Gauntlet Classic is a muscle car. The new Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire is a muscle car. The Anis Hellion is an off-road. The Ocelot Jugular is a sports car. The Benefactor Krieger is a supercar. The Ocelot Locust, believe it or not, is a supercar. The Volcar Nebula, that is a sedan. The Weissr Neo, that is a supercar. The Lampadati Novak is in the SUV category. The Anus Paragon Armored, which we haven't seen yet, is a sports car. The Vapid Peyote Dragster is a sports classic. The Ubermax Zion 3 is in the sports classics. And the Pegassi Zorusso is in the super class. So again, that should give you a better idea of where these vehicles are going to fit. And speaking of that armored version of the Paragon R, if you're wondering why it's not available on any of the websites or why you haven't unlocked it yet, well, you have to complete the casino story missions. That's how you unlock the weaponized and armored versions of the Paragon R, by completing all 5 of the casino story quests that you get from Miss Baker. And that right there is everything we know so far about the unreleased vehicles that are set to arrive over the next couple of weeks and months as a part of the Diamond Casino and Resort update. If any new information does arrive, I'll be sure to keep you guys posted. And once we're able to get access to these vehicles on PC, I'll be able to show you guys all the customization and some of the things you need to know before ultimately buying these cars and vehicles. But anyways, that's all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. Let me know in the comments down below, which one of these vehicles are you most looking forward to? Is it the new Supercars? Is it the Rocket Bike? Again, let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And remember to subscribe if you guys are new or you want to stay up to date on all the GTA 5 casino news, updates, and more that we're going to be covering over the next couple of days. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.